St Medardus. St Medard was the Bishop of Vermandois who removed the seat of the diocese to Noyon. Life. St Medardus was born at Salency-Huas, in Picardy. His father, Nectaridus, was a noble of Frankish origin, while his mother Bretagne was Gallo-Roman. The Roman martyrology includes the fanciful tale that St Gilded, Bishop of Rouen, was his brother, born on the same day, consecrated bishops on the same day, and on the same day withdrawn from this life. A pious fiction links his childhood to his future bishoprics. He often accompanied his father on business to Vermand and Tournai, where he frequented the schools, carefully avoiding all worldly dissipation. At the death in 530 of his patron in the church Bishop Alama, when Medard was 33, he was chosen to succeed him as Bishop of Vermand due to his exemplary piety and his knowledge, considerable for the time. Despite his objections, he found himself obliged to accept the heavy responsibilities of the position, to which he devoted himself zealously. Evidence for his deeds as bishop is thin. He is held to have removed the see from Vermand, a little city with no defences, to Noyon, the strongest place in the region of Neustria. The year is traditionally given as 531, the year in which Clotaire marched against the Thuringi with his brother Frederick I. But struggles with the Burgundians also troubled Merovingian Neustria. He was a counsellor to Clotaire, the Merovingian king at Soissons. It is also claimed that in 532, at the death of St Eleutherius, Bishop of Tournai, Medardus was invited to assume the direction of the diocese also. He refused at first, but being urged by Clotaire himself, he at last accepted. The union of the two dioceses of Noyon and Tournai lasted until 1146, when they were again separated. Tournai was a centre for evangelizing the pagan Flemings. There he accepted Radegund of Thuringia as a deaconess and nun, until she removed to her own foundation at Sex. King Clotaire, who had paid Medardus a last visit at Noyon, where the bishop died, had his body transferred to his own manor of Croy, at the gates of the royal city of Soissons. There over his tomb was erected the celebrated Benedictine abbey which bears his name, the Abbey of St Medard. The selection of the site was given authenticity through a familiar trope of hagiography. When the procession reached Croy, which is about 3 miles from Soissons, the bier became wholly immovable. The king then promised to give half the borough of Croy to the new church. On trying again to lift the bier, it was found that the half facing the part given to the church was loose and could be moved, but the other half was as fast as ever. Clotaire now promised the whole borough to the church. The bier instantly became so light that it could be lifted and carried without any trouble to its final destination. The Royal Library of Belgium conserves a fragment of a psalter and patristic writings written at the Abbey of St Medard in Soissons, in the time of Childebert III. The abbey's early 9th century Gospel Codex, produced at Aachen, is a monument of book production of the Carolingian Renaissance. During the Carolingian fraternal struggles, in 833, Louis the Pious, in a public ceremony at the abbey, was forced to lay down his sword, was stripped of his royal vestments and made to don a penitent's coarse robe. The Raoul of France was later crowned king on July 9, 923. Veneration. St Medardus was one of the most honored bishops of his time. His memory has always been popularly venerated, first in the north of France, then in Cologne and extending to western Germany, and he became the hero of numerous legends. His cultus is mentioned by both St Venantius Fortunatus and St Gregory of Tours. His feast day is celebrated on June 8. It is believed that, as with St Swithin, whatever the weather on his feast day, it will continue for the 40 days following, unless the weather changes on the feast of St Barnabas. He was often depicted laughing, with his mouth wide open, therefore he was invoked against toothache. He is also invoked against bad weather, sterility and imprisonment. He is patron saint of vineyards, brewers, captives and prisoners, the mentally ill, and peasants. The coat of arms of the Dutch municipality of Westman, German municipality of Ludenscheid features St Medardus. The parish church of St Medardus and St Gildardus Church, Little Bytham in Lincolnshire, England, is jointly dedicated to him and St Gildard. Legends and customs. As a child, St Medardus was said to have once been sheltered from rain by an eagle which hovered over him. This is how he was most commonly depicted, and is why he is associated with weather, good or bad, and why he is held to protect those who work in the open air. The weather legend concerning St Medardus is similar to St Swithin in England. The French rhyme is Quand il plaignant le St Medard, il plaignant quarante jours plus tard. Every year at Salency near Noyon, France, the most virtuous young girl of the year of the commune is elected the rosiary. The custom is said to have been started by St Medard himself, and the first rosaire is said to have been his sister, St Medrine. Clothed in a long white dress, the rosiary is escorted to Mass by 12 young girls dressed in white and 12 young boys. After Vespers, accompanied by 2 godmothers, she is crowned with a crown of 12 roses, decorated a blue ribbon and a silver ring, at the chapel of St Medard. Then she goes to receive a bouquet of roses from the mayor, who also presents her with 2 arrows, 2 tennis balls and a whistle. She blows the whistle 3 times and throws nuts to the assembled crowd. The procession is followed by a fair with rides, stalls and fireworks.